Hello, I hope whoever's watching this is having a good day. Um, Anyways, this is my presentation video on insect protein. So, what is insect protein? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's so crazy. So, it's protein that we get from insects, and each all insects have a different amount of proteins, and nutrients in them, and amino acids, and all this good stuff. So some benefits. Like I said, the average insect has quite a bit of protein, most 75%. They provide sufficient amino acids and vitamins according to Precision Nutrition. Um, According to FAO.org, the Insects for Food and Feed, the insects have a high um, food conversion rate, which means that the insects take much less food and resources and water to produce more, which would be sufficient for the same amount of people than if you were to do traditional livestock. And they also emit less greenhouse gases and ammonia than conventional livestock. And this is due to the fact of how easy it is to raise insects, right? They can be raised with organic waste, veggies, and other stuff, right? And what's also interesting is that people will be like, oh, well, I don't want to eat insects. Well, you can mix it into stuff, right? They've got, I think it's grasshopper flour or, any type of flour, or you can fry them, or you can boil them even. And I've heard there's better ways to eat them too, right? Seasoning them. So what's the issue, right? Why aren't people going for it? This is such a good method, right? Of course, the obvious. They're disgusting. Bugs are nasty, right? So insects have been around for a long time, long time. Maybe even before, yeah, definitely before we were around. Um, and they're always avoided, right? And this is because of the yuck or the ick, right? How they say it nowadays, the ick that people get. And you know it's really something that's very trivial but very convincing, right? Because you don't want to stick a tongue inside of your mouth, of course not. Sorry about that. Anyways, according to Freakonomics Radio, people can't get over the ew or the yuck mentality. Disgust is driven by biological and quite likely evolutionary factors. It's got strong emotional components. It's also malleable and variable among individuals and cultures. So, this is something deep rooted in our systems, in our human in our human. So why is this important? Um, well, it's important for a lot of reasons, and of course, it's got to do with sustainability. This new industry with the cultivation of insects would bring a new food source to the poor, um, to everyone really. It would bring jobs for those who are having a hard time cultivating traditional livestock, and of course, just jobs for everyone who might need them. And as well as it'll help the environment because the traditional livestock, as we know, takes up a lot of our resources. And so it's not really sustainable at that point. At some point, we're going to run out of room, we're going to overpopulate, and we're not going to have enough to feed everyone eventually. According to The Guardian, 80% of countries around the world eat insects in some form. At over 2 billion people, and not because they have to, but because they are tasty, right? So we know this works. I hope you can see me in the top right. All right, people are already doing this, and I'd also like to say that additionally, because they aren't closely related to humans, viruses and stuff like that are not. Of course, according to the Health Hamilton College, they say that these diseases are not very transmittable, if they even have diseases or viruses, which of course I'm sure not many people are worried about. So here are my works cited with my extra piece of source. And thank you very much. Have a good day. What am I doing?